Today on What Went Wrong, I'm going to tell you some that's going to piss a lot of people off. Hi, I'm Brett Mauser and I've made over 40 feature films. And sometimes I've been very careful about logos and trademarks in my movies. But most of the time, I don't. Now, you're going to hear someone somewhere tell you that you can't have a logo in your movie. You can't have that guy wearing a shirt with the Adidas logo or the baseball hat with the Pepsi logo on it. Well, it must be true, right? Because that YouTube star blurred out a logo on a shirt she was wearing, or the hat that that guy in the background was wearing. Well, guess what? The truth is, they're full of shit. You can. Well, there you have it. Thank you. Good night. Okay, you're going to need a little bit more proof than that. That's fine. You should be a little skeptical. Let me begin by saying this is why you need to question everything. And then find out shit yourself. Not just with movies, but with politics, your personal beliefs, everything. There are those people who say you can't have a logo in your movie. Well, those who say that are one of two types of people. They either don't know the truth because they just heard someone else somewhere say it and never took the time to actually look it up before propagating that lie. Or they know the truth and are lying on purpose for their own benefit. So, how can I say this? Where's my proof? It's in the courts. In the court case Mattel versus MCA Records, the Ninth Circuit Court strongly affirmed that filmmakers, that's you, can depict trademarked goods as an expression of your fundamental rights to free speech. That court case involved Mattel, the makers of Barbie, and MCA Records. See where I'm going with this? The song Barbie doll. If you can sing a song about Barbie, don't you think it's going to be okay for someone to be wearing a Grateful Dead t-shirt in your video? But you're making your movie to make money. Doesn't that mean it doesn't fall under fair use? First Amendment? Doesn't that mean I can't have that trademark in it? The case of Joseph Burstein, Incorporated, versus Wilson, also decided that books, newspapers, and magazines are published and sold for profit does not prevent them from being a form of expression whose liberty is safeguarded by the First Amendment. Need more? Check out the time Whammo sued Paramount for using a slip and slide. Come on, I'm not going to do all the research for you here. Go look it up yourself. So there it is. The courts say you can do it. Now, there's always going to be an exception to the rule. We have free speech, but you can't yell fire in a theater, right? But under any circumstance, first, you can yell it if there actually is a fire, can't you? Second, those of you who use this as an argument against the Second Amendment, it doesn't fly either. When you go into a theater, they don't muzzle you or gag you when you go in, do they? So taking away a person's gun is muzzling someone when they go into the theater, not giving them the choice to scream fire or not scream fire. You take away someone's gun is like taking away their voice. So it's not really an equal comparison. Because if you take a person's voice away in a theater, they can't yell fire if there really is one. Just like if you take a person's gun away, they can't use it when they really need to defend themselves. Come on, we're talking legal in this episode. You really didn't think I wasn't going to get a little into politics, did you? So, the exception. Of course, you can't have the bad guy be a Pepsi employee going around killing people in a Pepsi shirt suggesting that it's the Pepsi that's making him kill people. That's what you can't do. But my rapper wearing a baseball cap with a sports logo on it, I have every right to do that. Does that mean you can't get sued? No, of course not. I can legally sue you for watching this video. I can sue you for anything. And if you go out and make a movie, there's going to be someone somewhere who can sue you for something. And these companies can throw a lot of money at a lawsuit like that. So it comes down to, are you going to stand up and do what's right, to fight for your rights, to fight for what the law says you have every legal right to do? Or are you going to roll over and let the guys with the money tell you that the law doesn't protect you? You have the right. So to the film festivals out there that don't let people use logos in their movies, stop lying to people. Stop making policies based on company policy and not the laws that it's written. Now, a lot of media companies have a policy not to allow logos on because, well, that's free advertising, and they don't want to give away free advertising. So, these big companies won't allow logos. But as the law is written, there's nothing illegal about it. Did you know a filmmaker made an entire horror film at Disney World without their permission? The mouse is everywhere in that movie. They made their film at Disney World. And guess what? Escape from Tomorrow wasn't sued. Maybe that's because Disney knew better. Disney won a case because trademark can appear without permission. The 2003 case of Caterpillar Inc. versus Walt Disney showed that since it wasn't essential to the plot and that the use of the trademark didn't imply support, sponsorship, or endorsement, then there was no infringement. If your logo or your trademark is completely incidental, you're gonna be fine. A corporation does not have the right to censor people over the depiction of their goods. It burdens free expression. It would be a violation of the First Amendment. It would not allow people to tell stories about the real world if we couldn't use products in our real world. The 1979 case Guglielmo versus Spelling Goldberg, the judge declared that no author should be forced into creating mythological worlds or characters wholly divorced from reality, which you would have to do if you had to turn around every beer bottle, cover up every neon sign on the wall, and put a fake hood ornament over every car logo. You are fine. There's a great video series from Film Courage on this very subject.
How many times do I get the question of, can we use that? Or I have to blur this logo out. Absolutely not. You don't have to blur that logo out.
If you want to get more detail and hear it from an actual attorney, I've put the links below. I've also put a link to a posting by the Stanford Law School about this very topic. So if you don't believe me, jump over there and give it a read. So if you're spreading this lie, it's time to stop. Whether you're a professor or a lawyer or festival chairman, stop lying. I'm calling you out. And I'm educating people to the truth. Enough is enough. Enough blurred out t-shirts, enough frivolity in the courts, and rejection of good films because someone had a logo in the background of one of their shots. It's not illegal, and you're a son of a bitch for perpetrating that lie.